It does not do to leave a live dragon out of your calculations if you live near him. J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm Mike with List 25, and here are 25 popular dragons paramount to folklore, art, and culture. #25. Alduin. Alduin, also known as both the World Eater or the Nordic god of destruction, is a dragon and the primary antagonist of Skyrim. Alduin is a reviled force of evil that leaves even the bravest Nord warrior with quivering knees and pee-soaked undies. Hoping to trap him within the time stream, the ancients used an Elder Scroll to rid themselves of Alduin once and for all, and inadvertently sent him into Skyrim's future. Now he's their main problem. 24. Maleficent. Maleficent is one of the very few female dragons one can meet. She has a human form most of the time, but once she gets mad, she can turn into a ferocious, fire-spitting dragon that makes her enemies run for their lives. 23. The Hungarian Horntail. The Hungarian Horntail is a dragon native to Hungary and is considered the most dangerous dragon breed. You know him from the film version of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, where it broke free from its chain and attacked Harry. The two of them fought in an exciting chase that spanned all around the castle grounds, almost causing Harry to fall to his death. 22. Nidhogg. In Norse mythology, Nidhogg is a dragon who gnaws at a root of the world tree, Yggdrasil. In historical Viking society, it was a term for social stigma implying the loss of honor and the status of a villain. 21. Wyvern. The Wyvern is a legendary creature with a dragon's head and wings, a reptilian body, 2 legs, and a tail. It's particularly popular in British literature and is often associated with cold weather and ice. 20. Haku. Hayao Miyazaki's glorious Spirited Away is considered by many anime fanatics to be the greatest anime feature of all time, and it's due, in no small part, to the shape-shifting dragon Haku. Unlike his traditional European counterparts, Haku is a benevolent water spirit instead of an angry fire spitter, and the most impressive thing is that he can fly without wings. Cool, huh? 19. The Male Dragon. The Male Dragon is the main antagonist of Reign of Fire, starring Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale. He is huge, highly intelligent, and quite powerful. He's also the only male dragon in the film. We remember him for killing Quinn's mother, destroying Van Zan's army, destroying the castle, and killing Van Zan himself. 18. Bub and Bob. There's no doubt that Bub and Bob are the most famous video game dragons ever. And yeah, some might see Bubble Bobble as a shameless ripoff of Donkey Kong, but keep in mind that in this epic video game, you are a dragon, not a plumber, and you have to dodge monsters, not barrels. Talk about awesome! 17. Charizard. Charizard is a draconic bipedal Pokemon and easily the most valuable Pokemon of them all. Suck it, Mewtwo. Charizard was near unstoppable in the card game, and if you're a Pokemon fan, then you definitely know that every time he made his appearance in the deck, there was drama and tears. 16. Vermithrax Pejorative. Vermithrax Pejorative is the villain of the Disney/Paramount film Dragon Slayer, and is one of the very few female dragons one could find in folklore, film, or literature. She is a 400-year-old androgynous dragon that has threatened Erland for years. Translated from Latin, her name means the worm of Thrace that makes things worse. 15. Falkor. Are you old enough to remember the never-ending story in Falkor? He's the only fuzzy dragon in history who in reality was more of a large and incredibly loyal dog than a dragon. What kid who grew up in the 80s didn't dream of a pet like Falkor? 14. Drogon. Drogon from Game of Thrones is one of the dragons born in the Dothraki Sea along with Viserion and Rhaegal. He's named after Daenerys' late husband, Khal Drogo, and is distinguished by his black and red scales and red-black wings. He is the largest and most aggressive of the 3 hatchlings, and became particularly popular thanks to the amazing success of the TV series. 13. Saphira Bjartsguler. Sometimes dragons and humans are friends, and there's no doubt that Saphira Bjartsguler is Aragorn's greatest ally. The two telepathically bonded immediately after Saphira was born, and they have each other's backs throughout Paolini's expansive series. Though the books are a great read, you may find yourself more than a little wistful that you never mind-melded with a dragon. For the record, Saphira was the only female dragon known to exist during the time of Aragorn II, aside from Eldunari. 12. Fang Foom. Probably the most famous dragon in the comic book world, Fang Foom first appeared in Strange Tales number 89 and was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The dragon has also appeared in associated Marvel merchandise, including animated television series, toys, trading cards, and video games, while IGN's top 100 comic book villains of all time ranked Fang Foom number 99. Not bad for a dragon who invaded the world of superheroes. 11. Mu Shu. Easily the least intimidating dragon on this list, Mu Shu makes up for what he lacks in size and power with his awesome style and friendliness. What would Mulan do without Mu Shu, right? 10. King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah is a kaiju, a film genre that features monster that first appeared in Toho's 1964 film Ghidorah, the Three-Headed Monster. He is considered Godzilla's nemesis, and is particularly famous in Japan. 9. Yamata no Orochi. Better known as Orochi, translated in English as the Eight-Forked Serpent, Yamata is a legendary eight-headed and eight-tailed Japanese dragon that was slain by the Shinto storm god Susanoo. 8. Apep. Apep was the ancient Egyptian deity who embodied chaos and thus was the opponent of light and order. He appeared in art as a giant dragon and was first mentioned in the 8th dynasty. 7. Draco. Other than being a kind-hearted and loving dragon, Draco from Dragonheart is the last of his kind. However, the best part is that he sounds just like Sir Sean Connery. What more could you ask for from a dragon? 6. Leviathan. Despite meeting Leviathan as a sea monster for the first time in the Old Testament, its name has recently become synonymous with dragon culture and folklore thanks to one of Facebook's most successful network games ever, Dragon City. This epic dragon is undoubtedly one of the most famous creatures in this game, where he has inhabited and dominated the seas forever, devouring entire civilizations as a snack. 5. Toothless. Even though most dragons are intimidating, furious, and spit fire, Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon is the most harmless and innocent one you could ever meet. You won't meet many kids who love and become emotionally attached to a dragon, that's for sure. 4. Smaug. In the amazing world of Tolkien, Smaug is a great fire drake of the Third Age, considered to be the last great dragon to exist in Middle-earth. Drawn to the enormous wealth amassed by the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain during the reign of King Thror, he lay waste to the neighboring city of Dale and captured the Lonely Mountain, driving the surviving dwarves into exile. Even though his origin is unknown, some believe he was one of the very few survivors of the War of Wrath. 3. Kur. Kur was an underwater dragon and deity in the mythology of Sumer and lived in the empty space between the primal sea and the Earth's crust. According to Sumerian myths, Kur is often seen as an evil and monstrous dragon for stealing a goddess immediately after the formation of the world, making her his wife against her own will. 2. Lernaean Hydra. Arguably the most famous dragon of all antiquity, the Lernaean Hydra was a serpentine water monster with reptilian traits in Greek mythology and art. According to Hesiod, the Hydra was the offspring of two other famous monsters of antiquity, Typhon and Echidna. It possessed many heads, and each time one was lost, it was replaced by two more. It had poisonous breath and blood so virulent that even its scent was deadly, but it found its match in Heracles, who killed her as the second of his 12 labors. 1. The Chinese Dragon. The Chinese dragon is a creature in Chinese mythology that also appears in other Asian cultures. Depicted as a terrifying long snake-like creature with 4 claws, or 5 for the imperial dragon, It has long been a potent symbol of auspicious power in Chinese folklore and art. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these two videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.